Hello, this is Olivier Derivière, the composer of A Plague Tale Requiem and Innocence. Welcome to this analysis of the music. I'm doing something very, let's say, naturally, so don't expect an amazing YouTube channel. But I'll go chapter after chapter, and I will explain what were the choices with the team, why, how we made this, and little secrets. One of the secret is this one. The whole production, I was finishing Dying Light 2 as we were already working on A Plague Tale Requiem, and Techland has sent me t-shirts for Dying Light 2. And, I had like tons of t-shirts. And so every day I would wear those t-shirts, not because I wanted to. It's just because, in the morning I don't think and I take whatever is there. And I don't see it because, it's black. So I take it, I put it on, and I don't see myself. And so at some point they were so mad at me, Asobo, to see like Dying Light 2 every day. Not that they don't like the game. It's just like, they were like, that they sent me 10 t-shirts, of A Plague Tale. And today, by coincidence, I didn't do it on purpose. There you go, Dying Light 2. So hi, guys from Techland, and hopefully guys from Asobo will forgive me. All right, let's do it. So new game, difficulty, I'm going to go narrative because I don't want anything to bother me much. Also, what I would like to do is get the dialogues down. Yes, because we're going to talk a lot about the music. Sound effects as well. I hope you won't mind, Aurélien, the audio director. And there we go. Let's dive into it. Where is it? Here. Let's do it. So the main title is just the full story in one song. I will explain more about the main title in a different video later. So the first chapter, they wanted, so David and Kevin, they wanted to start with something that was like lighthearted, and to sort of twist already the gamers. It was like, okay, let's play with them, with the gamers, and let's pretend that something bad is happening, as if, Innocence was not just far from this sequence. So the music takes the same sort of beats. Drums and cellos, very iconic. And then Lucas is showing up, and that's the surprise. So, after this little, let's say, funny joke on you guys, the gamers, the real decision was like, okay, what's the mindset of Amicia and what's the journey she's gonna have? And basically, and of course Hugo, but the beginning of the game was much more focused onto Amicia, and David and Kevin wanted to bring back, what was there, meaning that all the memories, all the traumas, all the very difficult situations she had to go through are still somewhere in her, but she doesn't want to express them. She doesn't want to have them. And so at the end of Innocence, we had this cue called the Wrath, where you would have Amicia and her friends going after the main, let's say, enemy in, let's say, sort of a suicidal move. And they make it. So that's amazing. But this music that was like the Wrath, the most epic in some sense, but mostly the most visceral, for the whole soundtrack of the previous game, was the starting point here, because it was like, okay, we need her to be, let's say, sort of like away from Innocence, but deep down she's still traumatized. So what will happen here is that the Wrath, I took it and I made it something positive. So here it's very nice medieval sort of vibe.
Come on,
it's the South.
Please, Mother said to try to exhaust him.
So the thing is, if you remember the Wrath was going like this. That's the theme. And now if you're listening to the guitar, this is what it's doing. Not this one, but the next one.
Your mother's going to wonder where we are.
It's been a long road. You have
Two,
the right to stretch
three.
your legs.
4.
Yes.
Amicia!
Da 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 da
Let's go
da.
see!
All right then, time to run. Hugo, you're gonna sweat like a hog.
I am sweating like a hog.
So the wrath is still in her,
It's good for you.
although she sort of is in denial. And that's the whole point.
I like your new home.
It's a castle!
All right.
Lucas, the Perfidious is invading my castle!
Yes!
Da, da, da,
And I'm
da,
going to
da,
turn
da,
you
da.
into a beetle.
And now it's in by 4.
Amicia, he's too powerful! We have to hide!
Yes.
I'll count to 10. Then I'll come for you.
The end of the music is a little bit like weird because we were in by 3, but the guitar turns to be by 4.
Now.
And once again, it's
Amicia the Amazon?
to give a sense of like
Hiding place.
she's not feeling steady.
Eye on him now. Yes.
5,
We'll move if he
6,
comes.
7, 8.
And once again, now we're facing the first stealth tutorial, and listen to the cello, and the cello is doing the exact same melody. It's very nice, it's very soothing and warm, but it's there, and it goes like da 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 dee, da da da, which is exactly the da 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 da, but slower.
9, 10.
Now,
I'm coming.
3.
He's coming, he's coming!
I smell fear. Lucas,
That's the wrath right there.
swear to make a stew out of your toes.
And I remember we were discussing with David, the creative director, and
He's horrible!
I didn't know what to do about that. And he said to me, well, don't let go what we did on Amicia on the first game. So now we have a little system for the stealth. The closer I get to Lucas, the bigger the percussion. You see,
You know what? We should hunt him too. Oh, yes!
if I get away,
Are you there?
closer. Whoop.
Where could you be?
So it's sort of teaching the gamers that with the music, you see, I know he's no more here because I don't hear the percussion. I don't see him, but I know he's not around. So where can it be? I'm gonna get caught. Oh my god, this is like I'm playing for good. I heard the bass. There you go. See, the closer I get, and there you go.
Goodness.
End of the music.
I'm so scared!
Fair enough. Well, I'll get back to studying now.
Lucas.
So it's very important for me not to have music all the time, although in this game there is extensive use of music. But I think the music is not here to illustrate the environment or anything but the inner emotions of the main characters and the players.
You wish, good king.
So, arriving close to the river, you have this tutorial for the sling. And
So,
This is where my kingdom
to me it was very important
that branch is your friend's
to bring back
Why not?
the memories of the first game. And in the first game, the first time you're using the sling, it's with your father. The father is,
What do we do?
you know, killed in the first game
Stay at the front
at the
door
very beginning.
before they
And this music,
Got it.
it's
My
called
life
Father.
is yours.
Here comes the sorcerer's army!
And for the people who did the first game, they know that this is the feeling they got when they started the first game.
Yes! Keep going!
The song is called Father Taught Me,
Magic will defile
which
this
is,
kingdom.
by definition, what happened in the first game.
It's the King of Lords!
Let them come. I'll crush them.
So there is a nostalgia here for everybody, Amicia, but also the players.
But we push them back!
Because we are the House of
Now, of course, they're kids, so we want them to, have some fun. So now the same melody is used in a much brighter and joyful way.
I'm Tona. I live nearby.
All right.
As soon as Tona says boom, ploof, I don't remember,
Of course
then the
I'm
music
Tona.
switches.
Great. I'm the king, and she's my captain, and we're fighting the sorcerer's army. I'll
He's
fight
gonna
the
do
captain
it.
then.
Now let's fight.
On the ploof it starts. You see, if you don't do anything, there you go, boom, yeah. So, do you recognize the theme now? That's the Wrath. Dun, dun, do, da, 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 do, do.
Is it too strong for them?
So once again, Amicia, she's deep, deeply
You're starting to speak the devil's tongue.
connected with this theme, because basically that's the trauma, and the sling, although she's having fun right now, is a constant reminder of what happened to her.
Here comes the cannonball.
Oh no, Hugo, take cover. All right, boys. You won. They surrendered.
Surrender accepted.
Ooh, I feel evil around us.
It's a bit dark.
Come on, my king. They don't expect us to sneak in.
Yes.
So how did we choose when the music should play or not? It was always a conversation
The sorcerer's men are close.
with David and Kevin.
Are you hurt?
No.
Like, we could have started here, but
Back now.
it would have been too early.
That's enough for today.
Yes. Amicia. There are food and clothes.
People live here.
I was having meetings with them every week,
Maybe they heard.
and of course with the audio director Aurélien, on a daily basis we're discussing.
You smell that?
And now you're opening the door, and
Yes.
and this sort of texture will happen. Just a ominous sound.
Burned.
It's recent. These baskets, they're beehives.
But why are they burned?
I don't know.
The choice was not to have something with cello, because
Maybe it was an
we wanted the cellos at a very strategic moment, and it's none of what's going to happen include cellos.
This way.
Always super smooth from the gameplay to the cutscenes. The music never stops. You feel like it's very natural.
Hey!
So this is synth.
How many of you are there?
Wait, we didn't mean to trespass. We fell here by accident. We'll leave if
Now
you...
drums.
I swear. I don't know what's happening here, but we have nothing to do with it.
Lies! You bloody thieves! I'll cut you to pieces!
Run!
So it's drums and synth.
We need an exit. Here,
He's still behind us.
keep an eye out for an exit. Through here. He won't follow.
Quick.
Now you're hiding, and listen how the music will stop, only to come back, and this time with cellos, and for something that is very brutal.
Stop! Leave it to me!
I beg you! No!
Should have thought of that before you lot stole from us!
That's the cellos.
It's Matthias! That's how we make sure they don't come back. I lost two, a boy and a girl.
So don't forget that the music is super loud. It's by design here. It's for you to hear it better.
Well, kill them if you find them.
And now the previous cello during the hide and seek that was playing the Wrath is back, but this time in a very different way, very dark and stressful. Also, the system starts to happen. So
Yes, quick.
the closer you get to someone, the bigger the percussion for this system.
Let's cross.
What a
What you've learned with Lucas, he's now for real life, let's say. Listen. See how big?
pretty bad.
Amicia.
He's going away. Much lighter. So the feeling of proximity is very clear for players.
What Watch over him for now.
Now, one thing that I will develop throughout all the chapters. So here the theme, the wrath, is stopped. You can hear it. There's no more. And when I'll open this door, we will hear a chromatic descending line, da, 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 which is the insanity of Amicia starting to work on her. Because as we will go through the game, you will see how, let's say, her own sanity is challenged and she loses it at some point. So listen to the cello, the high-pitched cello.
Just stand there whining. There may still be some of them around. Go help the others.
I don't feel well, Matthias.
I don't give a damn.
It's... whatever.
Won't move. I'll handle it.
You hear it?
That toolbox. It'll make a noise.
It's the last time they'll come here. I tell you.
So that's the insanity happening. So the system, well, very easy. Once again, same thing with the percussions. You know, if I get closer, louder.
Nothing here.
We get back to
Very
the
efficient
cottage.
system.
We get away from this place. Mummy will be so
Insanity coming back.
We just won't tell her. We'll leave as soon as we get to the guard anyway.
Where's that little shit now? You're supposed to stand guard. This is all on you!
We're going to have to climb up. Quietly.
Donna! Get your damned ass over here right now! Beat the life out of you.
Oh no, this is where Tonar lives.
Maybe he's still away.
I hope so.
See, the music is sort of like acting on its own, depending where I am. But it's very natural, you know, the drums, the cellos. Here, the switch, drums, because he's very close. Okay. So the big percussion is here. Somebody is around. Very scary. So you're learning.
It's coming.
Need to throw this.
What the hell?
Let's go.
And now the percussion will disappear.
Yes, we have to be more careful.
There you go. So this tension is staying because they're looking for you, and it will be released soon. There you go.
Probably hiding somewhere.
Amicia the pot.
That would work.
So basically it's quite straightforward. I mean, we're just following... Oops.
If I throw it behind him.
I've got an axe! I warn you!
We're learning all of the tools we have.
Protect me.
Here it was a conversation, like, I didn't know what to do because basically a few meters away they're gonna get caught. And so you hear the percussions no more here.
No, they've locked it.
Maybe there's another way. There's a hole
All right,
here.
but be very careful.
Don't worry.
So sending over Hugo.
Please don't get spotted.
And passing this door, the percussion will be back, although there is no enemies. But it's just to add a little tension that's not there. I'm tricking you guys.
Where are they?
So you feel like there is a threat. Here you go.
We need a way out.
We can't let them hurt him.
See,
He'll manage. We must leave, Hugo. They'll kill us if they catch us.
that's very scary.
Shh, quiet.
And it's just because we know that you're gonna meet with these guys.
Try it.
And once again, we go from this music to the cutscene music.
Stop! Please!
You were Dad's biggest mistake, but I will fix it.
So basically, the idea here is that Amicia is going to get hurt, and Hugo will, unfortunately, release the rats onto these two guys.
No, we just arrived.
So
Listen, it's our fault if he was late.
You have no right to be here!
the intention was build up something, but then focus on Hugo and the rats. And there's this sound that came from the first game, when the first time you see the Chateau d'Ombrage,
To do this, believe me.
and there's the lightning, and the music goes like "da-da-dum," you know, which is the signature. And so it's now on Hugo, and you see the choir is entering. This signature. So that was like the line for getting Hugo to trigger something, which was, let's say, projected into this dream. And as you can hear, I mean, all of this is brand new. You don't know what's going on. This bird, which is a phoenix, which is completely, unreal. And you have these voices that stay like there. Ooh. And it's this sort of sustained as a question, like, we don't know exactly what's going on.
Amicia?
Of course, the macula is back. And very strong.
Don't hurt me.
So the motif is back as well.
Where are we?
There you go.
No! It's starting again. I need help.
So the concept of the dream, it was a very difficult scene for us, because nothing much happens, but everything is there. The whole game sort of is there. And it was something to bring Hugo to think that the solution is at the end of the dream, the water. And this island is a celebration, and everything is wonderful. But in the meantime, there's a threat, and it's getting over onto him, but he's sort of talks to it, to the threat, in order to sort of control it. And he doesn't know exactly what's going on. And at the end, he realizes that, he thinks that to go to this island is the solution for him to get healed. And it was, for the colors, so it was the choir, no more cellos except for the macula, of course, But the choir now is the macula, in a sense that it's, the cello is the bad macula, let's say, and the choir is pretending to be the good macula, if I may, the disease. And it's calling Hugo. It's calling, and it's, celebrating Hugo to be there. And basically, Hugo doesn't know, but the call is not a friendly call, but he thinks it is. So the music is trying to encapsulate all of this.
Wait! Wait for me! Are you the only one here? Where's Amicia? No! Don't go! Breathe! Breathe!
So the interesting part is, number one, the lyrics here are just things like this, because we wanted to have something very like from the nature. We didn't want to humanize this, like it's a call from the nature. And also all the notes that you hear Like all of these are actual harmonics of, the root note. So it's a very natural sound, hearing this root note. And all of this up there are the harmonics. It's nature.
I need my sister and my mummy.
So of course, as you can see, the players can stay as long as they want here, and the music will wait for them. And we need to think about this all the time. Now, when you will see the tree and all the flowers and things in the air, this is when, the first sort of like, oh, wonderful place it is, feeling.
What is this place? Amicia? Mummy? Lucas? Where are you? I feel bad.
So now it's going to be some like spoiler, but I guess if you're watching this video, you've played the game. I hoped you did. The thing is, in Innocence, you see the call, like sort of like come, and in Innocence, Amicia at some point is going after Hugo in a sort of a bad trip, like a bad dream, and she's walking, and there's this very low like. And this is what we're gonna have at the end of the game, this very game as well. But it was already there. In this dream, you hear it, and it tells you exactly what's gonna happen. Listen. He's asking it to stop. So it's stopping. He has this power to stop. See? Stops. And then he's asking, what do you want? What do you want? And so the voices are calling. Come. And next. It's very hard.
Is this dying?
And for those who know, this tree is a reflection of the final tree, if you know what I mean. And now, the feeling of being healed. So the voices and everything.
It's going away. It's the water. You saved me. Thank you. Can I come back here? With someone?
Amazing choir, the Estonian Philharmonic Chamber Choir. Amazing. So this dream had to be something very unique for the players, and basically, as you can see, there is not much to do for the gameplay, and it was very difficult to approach it because it had to be both, let's say, scary, but mostly thrilling and engaging in a sense, like curiosity, mysterious, sort of like, what's going to happen, and it feels like positive, and then no, not so much, but then in the end it's the salvation. So it required a lot of projection as well, because David, the creative director, when we were discussing the music, the style of the music for this and the choir, I was like, man, I think I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to feel very like organic and very natural, and those voices will go like in waves, and in the cello, the tenors, the altos, the sopranos, the basses, they're gonna be like singing in ways that even me, I don't know how to do. At the time I didn't know how to. So it was very funny, because he said to me, well, Olivier, we might be the only two person to like it, but at least we can do it, So it's very good to work with people like this that have this sort of like artistic projection and trust, into the shared vision of what we want to do, and that's something that I very much cherish working with them.
They'll make up for it then.
So here you can hear that there's no music, because the dream had to be digested. It was something very marvelous, I think, and to go back to be grounded into reality is very important. Even more that now they're getting not ambushed, but it's checked up, and of course something wrong is going to happen, and that was like the trigger for starting the game, to show what the game was about. Not something that would be as stealthy as the first one, but rather more action-based, and having Amicia more, let's say, a warrior based on what happened from the first game, of course, but also for the gameplay, to offer to the players different ways, different approaches in how they want to play. They still can play stealth and not kill anybody, but the option is there. And, Amicia is ready for it. There you go. So, of course, that's the theme of the rune, but very harsh.
You're in there somewhere. Show yourself.
My sling. Oh, still in the cart. Move on.
Still around. Open your eyes. Let's extend the search to the fields.
Yes, come away.
So this is the new feel of A Plague Tale. We had like the choir previously, and now we have this sort of much more driven music.
They can't. They need you. Hugo needs you. All right, they must have gone down the hill. Move fast, unseen. Careful, you can do it.
You saw how they devoured Matthias and Remy. How do we kill such monsters?
So it was fun, because
Cutting off their heads.
when we did the first version,
Priest if we must.
David said to me, those cellos, he said, I want them even more. I mean, you don't hear it because you don't have the previous version, but at the end they go like, he said, I really want this sort of harsh and sort of like, she doesn't want to be there, of course. She has to, that's the drive, of course. But she really, she really don't want to be here. And as you can see, the system here is not active the same way. It's very narrative driven here, because it's not about being hidden now. It's not about all of this. Oh my God, yeah.
I think they're there.
Down there, yes.
So, I mean, narrative. So it's very easy. The game, it's on purpose. You can never do this if you're playing for real. So now you're going to enter the field, and the musical is going to ramp up and ramp up and ramp up. And what is the ramp up for? The ramp up is not that she's getting closer to her mom. Of course, this is one thing. The ramp up is that she feels the need for the sling. And this time is not for fun. This time is to kill. And she doesn't want that. And that's the biggest, let's say, statement we had together. Like, oh, she doesn't want to do this. But somehow, and this is why it's very smart from them, is, for the players to finally get the sling is a feeling of like, like, oh yeah, you thought I was like the first Amicia, I'm not. And this is what she feels as well. You know, there is a sort of catharsis in violence that she feels, but she doesn't want this. So difficulties after difficulties, but, you know, it's ramping up.
Come on. They're alive.
Everything is...
My sling.
When I press A, you hear the cellos going like... You know. And now, she takes the sling and listen carefully to how the music switches to something like... Let's say, once again, the explosion of violence, you know, the free the monster that Amicia has in her. But the rising up of the music is very harsh. Like, you can hear the cellos like screaming like, because she doesn't want to do this. She just don't. So it's going to start when I press this button here. And there we go. And now you release.
This is what you get.
And this is the theme of the wrath, of course.
Hurry. They must be down there.
So this is a very, like, for gamers, you know, it feels very good in some way. Because I'm not saying she's feeling good about this, but she's releasing her inner feeling, you know. And there is sadness into this. It's super sad that she's doing this.
Through here, quick.
And now she's gonna free her mom. Once again, you know, super fluid from gameplay to cutscene. I've been doing this for 20 years, so you know this.
Let her go! Please! Stop! You! You killed them!
And so here you're gonna hear the voices again calling Hugo.
It's the shock.
It's over. It's all right.
That's the voices calling Hugo. And you have the main title. The main title discussion was quite interesting. We didn't know if it should be after the dream, at the end of the dream, or at the end of the chapter here. But I think that they took the right decision to make it at the end here, because, you know, it's like the call with the voices and then the iconic sound of the macula here. So that's it for the first chapter of A Plague Tale Requiem. I hope you've learned some things. I hope it's interesting for you. It will be like, it's the beginning, so not much to say somehow. But as we go through the game, there is so much more to say and to explore. And I'll do this as the days go. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Merci.
Slim Thugger. Drink by the paint, drove by the pine. Headed to the club in the boss top dime. Slim Thug about to climb, representing H-Time. If you love me, you gon' smile. If you hate me, you gon' grind. I won't style, Slim Thugger. On a hunt and up, guess what I just found? Come as VIP with me, we post up. What? We blowing purple stuff, we pouring purple stuff. We glowing from this stuff, you can tell if we rich. When I hit the club, all the girls show me love. Wine at the bar, got drank by the jug. In the VIP with the chicks and the drugs. It's a TIP, Bun B and Slim Thug. When I hit the club, all the girls show me love. Wine at the bar, got drank by the jug. In the VIP with the chicks and the drugs. It's a TIP, Bun B and Slim Thug. If you hate me, you gon' grind. Yeah, I won't style, Slim Thugger. On a hunt and up, guess what I just found? Come as VIP with me, we post up. What? We blowing purple stuff, we pouring purple stuff. We glowing from this stuff, you can tell if we rich. When I hit the club, all the girls show me love. Wine at the bar, got drank by the jug. In the VIP with the chicks and the drugs. It's a TIP, Bun B and Slim Thug. When I hit the club, all the girls show me love. Wine at the bar, got drank by the jug.